this up for me.
I'm fucking it up just for me.
Okay, well, if one of you boys think you can insult me, give it your best shot.
Good one.
Beth, if you just made your one phone call from jail, you wasted it.
I never thought I'd say that about you.
The wait for Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 is almost over. But it's bittersweet since Kevin Costner will not return for the remaining episodes. Costner, who has played John Dutton, the formidable patriarch of the Dutton family, has shifted his focus to his new film project, Horizon. However, his unexpected departure has left us wondering how John's story will conclude, especially since the official trailer does feature him, sparking controversy and excitement for what lies ahead. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what will happen in the first episode of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. As a lot of you know, Kevin Costner will be in the first episode, however, for a very brief time. Costner's departure from Yellowstone is a significant change for the series, especially since John has been the center of the Dutton family drama and power struggle since the show began. We were shocked to see him in the Season 5 Part 2 trailer despite knowing he would not appear in new footage, sparking some frustration among viewers. Many of you guys have expressed that using his past footage to promote the upcoming season feels somewhat misleading, as Costner's presence was a major draw for the series. But let me know if you were annoyed by the marketing of the new season. Now, we are left speculating about how John's journey might come to an end and how the show will fare without him moving forward. Do you have any theories on how the show will kick off with John's death? Let me know in the comments below. With Costner gone, a lot of you guys have speculated on how the show will handle John's departure. Now, given John's position as Montana's governor and his fierce defense of the family ranch, a political assassination seems plausible. This scenario would not only serve as a dramatic and fitting end for John, but also set off chaos in Montana and within the Dutton family. The aftermath would likely see Beth and Jamie, who are often at odds, forced into a tense alliance to protect the family's legacy. Beth, with her strategic mindset, might take on a leadership role, determined to secure the ranch's future.
Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. That's got you so nervous, I wonder.
Well, you scared the fucking shit out of me.
Meanwhile, Rip would be on a relentless quest for revenge, taking drastic measures to ensure those responsible pay for their actions. The long-standing tension between John and his adopted son Jamie has many of you guys believing that Jamie may play a role in John's death. Jamie has shown his ambition to gain control and has even taken legal steps against his own father. Should John die due to Jamie's schemes or alliances with powerful enemies like market equities, it would lead to an all-out war between him and Beth. This storyline would focus on the Duttons' internal collapse, with Beth and Jamie locked in a battle that could tear the family apart. Rip would be forced into a difficult position, caught between loyalty to Beth and family discord. Another possibility is that John sacrifices himself to protect his family and their legacy. Throughout the series, John has always put the ranch and his family above everything else, and a heroic stand against their enemies would be a powerful and emotional end.
Hey, you're John Dutton, aren't you?
Yep.
In this scenario, Beth could take up the reins as the new family leader, driven to honor her father's legacy. Rip, in turn, would focus on protecting the family and keeping the ranch running, with the weight of John's final sacrifice fueling his resolve. Finally, John's departure could be handled more quietly, with him passing away from natural causes, which would add a poignant layer to the story. This would reflect the inevitability of time and change and create a powerful contrast with the high-stakes drama of past seasons. His death would push the family to grapple with their own vulnerabilities and force them to find their footing without the patriarch. This approach could lead to a more introspective storyline as each character adjusts to life without John's guidance. Now, based on what we saw in the trailer, it seems more likely that the first two scenarios will take place simultaneously as John being killed in an assassination that is somehow linked to Sarah and therefore Jamie. Of course, Jamie will not have a direct hand in this killing, but his trust in Sarah and enabling of her will lead her to organize such a huge crime. Do you think John's death will be handled properly? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, John's departure will deeply affect each of the Duttons. Beth, who is fiercely loyal to her father, is expected to take up the family's reins, channeling John's resilience and drive to protect the ranch. She will likely struggle with her own grief while strategizing to secure the Dutton legacy, further intensifying her rivalry with Jamie. Jamie, on the other hand, will either step up to help maintain the ranch or use John's death to advance his own interests. Given his complicated relationship with Beth and his own thirst for power, Jamie's role will be critical, and fans anticipate a showdown between him and Beth. Do you think Jamie will finally redeem himself? Let me know in the comments below. Rip, who has always been devoted to John, will be consumed with seeking justice if foul play is involved. His journey might see him stepping outside the law to avenge John's death, adding an action-driven arc to the show's upcoming episodes. Meanwhile, the younger Duttons, like Case, will face the challenge of deciding how they fit into the family's future without John's guidance. As many of you have already watched, the official trailer for Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 teases the continuation of high-stakes drama, with lingering shots of the Dutton family in moments of conflict and reflection. We see glimpses of Beth and Jamie, hinting at the escalating tension that will dominate the new episodes. Although John's face appears in the trailer, these are likely repurposed scenes from previous seasons. So all that we will get of him will be in the first episode. For the rest of the season, he will be absent. But the funeral scenes will take place in the second episode, right before a huge time jump. The new episode will be out on November 10th. And I believe it will reflame the Yellowstone spark. I know a lot of you guys are eagerly awaiting the new episodes, though many are curious to see how the show will handle John's departure and if it can maintain its intensity without Costner's presence. Yellowstone has consistently drawn strong reactions from its audience, with many of us being invested in the characters and storylines that balance action with family drama. The addition of deeper emotional elements around John's death will add another layer, potentially drawing in new fans who appreciate character-driven storytelling. I know, after such a long gap between seasons and Costner's departure, it seems unlikely that we can be still passionate about this show to this level, but I truly believe that the new season will be worth watching. Will you be watching it? Let me know in the comments below. For weekly content on new Yellowstone episodes, make sure to like and follow. For a detailed analysis of the official trailer, watch the video on the screen.